got Crab Cakes rocking the Roll sprite, iraqvet rocking the Proto Man sprite, it looks like, and... Oh, but I thought we were off, and we are off. Or... Okay, Crab Cakes taking the reset there, did not like the... Apparently did not like the level that they received.
Yeah, I'm actually refreshing the player myself, but if she ended up in Crash or Heatman stage first, then yes, or even Airman stage, those are very commonly to be reset on, as they are sort of harder stages to traverse with Buster only. Especially Crash, if you get a bad enemy set that can block ladders and stuff, that could even potentially not allow you to advance in the game. And then same thing with Heatman stage, trying to get through the Yoku block pillars.
And both settling on Metal Man stage here. Luckily, we've not run into any Buster immune enemies as of yet. Look like they're doing a pretty good job here in this stage. Crab Cake's getting a little low on health, sitting here at about half health, and as soon as I say that, Commentary's Blessing gets a large health refill.
Hey, there you go. I've never heard of that before. I mean, we've got the curse down pat, but let's throw some blessings in them, you know?
Yeah.
And is this even randomized? We have Metal Man in Metal Man stage.
I don't know, Coops, did you forget to randomize this time or what?
No, actually, I probably randomized it all. Maybe put some in, like, from the vanilla game into, like, the randomizer.
And both iraqvet and Crab Cakes making pretty quick work of Metal Man here. iraqvet's going to head to the Woodman stage. He even got the little birdies going. And both are heading to Woodman.
Yeah, seems they're on a similar pattern or wavelength as far as boss order might go, so pretty cool to see that. You can see exactly where the runners are at the current time, how they're synced up and matched up, which they are very much so. I would say iraqvet might have what 1.5, 2 second lead right at the second.
Something like that can change real fast.
They're both like neck and neck, pretty much.
Hot Dogs could be an equalizer here, but it seems like they are not as strong as they could be. iraqvet using the Leaf Shield to just eviscerate the Hot Dogs. Yeah, as we said, it can change pretty quickly. Crab Cakes has now got a second or two lead on iraqvet.
Yeah, nice. I would have liked to see iraqvet just use the D boost or the damage boost he took there to go through the Metal Crusher. That would have saved him maybe half a second instead of busting it down, but nice way in dealing with it nonetheless. However, Crab Cakes, she actually ended up getting hit by that Crusher. So yeah. Unfortunate, but she also got a drop, so they're pretty even on health. They're on the same screen. Like, you can't ask for a more synced up race at the current time after one Robot Master.
Alright, the Metroids are also have invaded the Woodman stage.
Those dollar store Metroids, I swear.
Oh boy. Alright, so both players are taking on Crashman and Woodman stage.
Yeah,
Crashman is one tricky guy to maneuver, and wow, Crab Cakes beats down Crashman.
I actually agree with Vet using the E-Tank here. It was a close fight, but yeah, Crab Cakes, I don't know if the right word is luckily, but she didn't have to use her E-Tank where Vet did. And this is where they're going to diverge in pathways. They're taking the crabs end up in heat, and Vet ends up in air.
Ooh, those fat fans are critical on Airman stage for Vet, though. He has to be kind of careful here. And same with Crab Cakes on Heatman stage.
Absolutely, those fat fans can push you directly into an instant death pit, and both runners do.
Oh no! He forgot to press jump. Vet forgot to press jump, and then he fell off the stage.
Let's give him credit. Let's say his.
Oh no! The fat fan blows him off the stage.
Yeah, it's definitely unfortunate. But sometimes, sometimes runners do input these things, and I don't know, coming from a Capcom background, I know that some games, including this one, do love to eat those inputs. So, especially if there's a lot of things going on the screen. Yeah, just you press the button, but the timing is wrong on the press. So.
And even though these games do run at 60 frames a second, when they're, like you were saying, when there are too many sprites on the screen, the system can get a little wonky.
Alright, we got a raid from SpeedGaming1, who just finished up Luigi's Mansion, I believe. Welcome everyone from Luigi's Mansion, who joined into this Mega Man 2 randomizer race. Thanks for the raid, SpeedGaming1.
So Crab Cakes did do an accidental zip there and was standing still to ensure that the penalty was received for the accidental zip there.
Yeah,
zipless category in this tournament. If you do certain zips, you will be DQ'd. Other zips, you just incur a time penalty.
Correct. Yeah. You don't. We actually decided that you do not have to wait out your time penalty, as it will just incur at the end of your race and be added on. However, I believe that counted as serving it in this case, so I don't think she should be penalized at the end as well, especially since she went ahead and took the death. As this is the first inaugural zipless tournament, we're still kind of playing it by ear as admins go and trying to figure out what's the most fair penalties and things to do, So, I mean, it was accidental that she made it through, but she did, however, make it through. She sat there, tried to clear the screen, which was originally talked about as one way to deal with your penalty, where you could stand in place, as long as there was no enemies, or you clear the screen and stand in place. However, we just decided to go with adding it onto the end to help not just to be more consistent with the penalties.
Alright, that is on Crashman stage, which can be a huge hassle here because, oh boy, these elevators, all of it, oh boy, it's like the pre-anxiety rooms, would you say, guys?
Agreed. Yeah, it's even in vanilla, it is one of the most dreaded stages in the game, requiring a lot of really particular timing to make the optimal run through the stage. Lots of zips you can do in the vanilla game if you are running a zip category, but otherwise it just requires a lot of patience and a lot of skill.
Yeah, while Crab Cakes takes down someone in Heatman stage. I think I missed it. Who was that again? Did anyone else see it?
I happened to I missed it.
It was in fact Heatman. That's correct. Thank you, Seranus, from the chat. It was in fact Heatman. This is not randomized.
What I do this time? I don't know.
I think it Vet made it out Airman stage as well.
He did, and he took out Bubble Man in Airman stage rather expertly as well, and using the Leaf Shield here to clear out this elevator room in Crashman stage.
Yeah, please forgive me if I miss anything on the tracker. I was helping in the SRL room as Crab Cakes was kind of standing in place, and we wanted to make sure she continued through.
Understood.
And Creed was also in there helping. So shout out to Ellie Creed for kind of overlooking this as a secondary admin.
But I mean, come on, Charlie boy. You're only an admin of the tournament, doing commentary, helping out with the tracking, and helping out in the Speed Gaming channel. Come on, you can't multitask?
I clearly don't care. Exactly.
No dedication whatsoever. So Crabcakes is heading into the Flashman room. We'll see what robot we get today. I don't believe it will be Flashman because I think we've already seen him.
It's Woodman.
Now this Woodman kind of was interesting. I like the light color.
Well, I found it interesting how he would like send it like the leaf shield like around and then it goes fast like afterwards. It'll slow down then it'll go faster.
I don't know if you guys caught that, but Crabcakes did pick up item 1 for her troubles. So item 1 is locked in Flash Stage. Ooh, running into some trouble.
That's a little bit low.
Let's say hit that door, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think. Oh, he's out of lives too, so I think he's in a lot of trouble here.
Does he have E-tanks? That's I don't think he does.
No, he doesn't. I saw he doesn't have E-tanks. He's gonna lose this. Yeah.
Oh, unfortunate.
And gets a game over.
That is very harsh when it comes to
this. Because Crashman stage is the longest stage in the game, and iraqvet says, nope, not going back there. I'm going to go to Heatman stage.
What I've mentioned earlier, the pre-anxiety rooms.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, the crash stage can definitely cause a lot of trouble.
For sure. Alright, there's Metroids underwater on Crabcakes' screen. And Joe's as well.
Metroid's a delicious vanilla. And shrimp. We have shrimp.
Orange vanilla, I would say.
Oh, nice. One-hit Joe's. You always love to see that.
Oh, I know.
Well, iraqvet is trying to get through the Yoko blocks here and just not taking out the frogs
toads
at all.
are interfering with him getting on the Yoku blocks.
He's gonna take an intentional death. Were they Buster immune?
Probably. But man, those toads were a pain, and I think he's gonna try a different stage.
Well, Crabcake's using the leaf shield to take out Quickman quickly. Crickets, I got it.
Alright, that's gonna try Crashman's stage again.
And Crabcakes did pick up item 2 as well. Item 2 always works the same here in this randomizer. Item 1 and item 3 can change their properties a little bit, but item 2 will always be the same. Crabcakes heading through the Quickman stage here, and those instant death beams are stealth in this particular color scheme. Kind of blending into the background.
Uh-oh, I think Vet has to wait. Those pea shooters, he was trying to get a good angle on to shoot those pea shooters down. And now it's to wait for the elevator to come back. So he's going to lose a little bit of time here.
That is Crashman stage for you. Crabcakes is doing a fine job here getting through the insta-death beams in Quickman stage. That is, it's one of those things that once you learn the pattern, it's not terribly difficult at all, but if you slip up, they're insta-kills.
Yep. Alright, Crabcakes is going to take on the boss in Quickman stage.
In before it's quick, man. Is this even randomized? I'm just kidding.
You tricked us all again.
Yet another feature of this randomizer is Airman's tornadoes. They will be different patterns.
Yep.
Finding out that the Mega Buster not doing great damage here. Crabcake's fishing for a weakness, tries the fully charged atomic fire, does not seem to work. That's one of the things that makes this challenging. You have no idea which weapon is what.
Oh, Crabcake takes a death on against Airman.
Yeah, getting clipped right there. Body damage. Airman is one of the stronger robot masters to deal body damage. Same thing with Heatman. I believe they both do 10. Airman actually, I don't know if he does a little more than that or not. She should be okay as long as she stays here. Oh, she's gonna go ahead and tank. Yeah, that's the right decision.
Absolutely, because as you see, those Airman tornadoes will completely eat your shots, and I wouldn't want to take a chance there. I think that may have been her last life as well, so you certainly didn't want to take a game over and go back through the entire stage. Meanwhile, iraqvet has made it through Crashman stage this time, taking on Flashman, who not terribly difficult here, not too fast, and the Mega Buster does good damage, and quick work there by iraqvet.
Alright, so Crabcakes is on Airman stage, and I think he took a game over on one of the screens. I think where was it on?
I am not certain.
I think what you're trying, what just happened was Crabcakes. She took an intentional game over on Airman stage at the beginning here, just to reset her life count. And SpeedGaming 2 is rating with a party of 104. Thank you so much for the raid, SpeedGaming 2. If you're just not joining us, we are racing in the Mega Man 2 Randomizer Tournament. Crabcakes versus iraqvet. This race is Group 1, or Group A. And yeah, Crabcakes using item 2 to get across the top here.
But her
namesake
knocks her off of item 2.
Wow. And Crab knocks her off of item 2. You can say that again, Phantom Ryu.
Her namesake knocks her off of item 2.
Yeah. Well, it looks like the frog though is not immune to the Buster, but it seemed like the tadpoles were immune to the Mega Buster.
They're hard enough to hit with the Mega Buster anyway, so Airman stage boss is the Bubble himself. This could be close yet. Low life!
Oh no! Bubble Man takes down Crabcakes, but he's gonna try it again with a fresh amount of HP.
Yeah, she should be able to handle it here with full HP. Taking significant damage from the Mega Buster. Yeah, quick work there. No problem for her.
Alright, so Crabcakes is down to her last stage, being Crashman, aka the pre-anxiety room.
And iraqvet finds out that the lead shield is Quickman's weakness here, and iraqvet only has 2 more stages to go. Quick and Flash. Both of those are pretty quick stages.
Alright, Vet's going back to Heatman's stage. Meanwhile, Crabcakes is working her way into Crashman's stage. Oh,
Is
good.
that tracker Charlie Boy again? That's like my Heatman stage is marked. Duh.
Oh, good.
My
Vet's getting an
fault,
extra
guys.
2 lives.
Yeah, the birds are being favorable, even though a little bit of jerks as normal.
I mean, bird in the video game is required.
By the way, I was corrected by Charlie Boy on Monday, though, about... Thank you, by the way, Charlie Boy, for the air fan glitch, though, about... It was those little birds, though, that that trigger it in the vanilla game of Mega Man 2. Am I correct?
That's correct. They also trigger it here as if a bird, when the bird leaves the screen, it will take a sprite with it, and whatever sprite that might happen to be in the vanilla game. Usually, if you're running on the right pace, it will be the Fan Fiend in the Airman stage. But in here, it can be just about anything, whether it be a health drop or another enemy or whatever the case may be, what happens to be on the screen at the time, that bird will sure take it with it.
By the way, Vet missed the extra life up there. I would have, Vet, I would have taken it if I were you. I'm just saying, you know.
Yeah, particularly with those tadpoles, seemingly immune to pretty much everything, but nobody wants to take the time to figure out what they are actually weak to. And Vet's probably just going to use item 2 here to skip all of these Yoku blocks.
Yeah, if he places it low enough, he actually gets access to the one up there.
No, he doesn't get life there.
Yeah, a little high.
Little too high, yeah.
It's not as easy as it looks. It can be done, but it is. It's not pixel perfect, but it's close.
Yeah, it's a pretty rough drop to get that for sure. At times, to placement on the item 2.
Alright, Crab Cakes is finished with all the Robot Masters, and now is moving into the best eyebrows in the game, Dr. Wily. So you know what that means. It's time to play Guess the Color of the Dragon. Alright, so I'm gonna let Phantom Ryu go first this time. What's your pick, man?
I'm going to say pink and baby blue.
Alright, you Charlie boy?
I'll go with red and air shooter.
Okay, I'm gonna go with blue and white with quick boomerang. My usual.
We'll find out. We do have the dollar store Metroids, or would they really just be Machtroids at this point?
Who knows?
While iraqvet just has the Flashman stage to go, probably the quickest stage in Mega Man 2. And although he looks behind, Wily stages are the great equalizers. Crabcake's in a little bit of health jeopardy here. Does she have... Okay, she has 2 energy tanks, so... Ooh, that was close. I thought she was about to run out of iframes.
She's not gonna risk it in case if that Met hits her, though, so she's gonna use an E-tank. Not waste any time. Meanwhile, Vet misses the platform and misses the E-tank, so... But he's making his way towards the end of Flashman stage, and I believe, if I remember correctly, it was, I'll see it in a couple of seconds, it was Woodman, yep.
Could be dangerous here if you try to hang out inside the leaf shield. That is a strategy. Of course, this is the moving leaf shield version. It's gonna be close!
Oh, he got him! Alright, the dragon's color. Survey says... It's a red and green dragon.
It's red, you say?
It's red-ish. Like this orange red. Buster immune.
That's Crash Bomb, I think. Yep.
Yep. It's actually a pretty cool color. Look, red and yellowish, or red and... Yeah, red and green, I guess. But... yeah, I mean, very awesome stuff. Crabcake finding the Crash Bomb. I will not find out if I was right for both the weakness until iraqvet happens to get there. But very awesome stuff for Crabcake taking it down. Let me update the tracker. Doing a horrible job, guys. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
You weren't supposed to agree with that, by the way.
I mean, who are we to disagree with an admin?
Right.
There you go. However you'd like to look at it. It's fine. I need to keep up more. Alright, and I believe Vet has also taken out Heatman as he's making his way through Quick Stage. Crabcake's checking the wall weakness, gonna grab herself an extra E-tank for her troubles.
Not blame her at all, but that is another thing that is randomized in this game, what the crash walls are weak to. Looks like it's weak to Leaf Shield this time. That will certainly be helpful in Booby Trap.
Alright, Vet's taking on Airman and Quickman stage.
He's got a good amount of life, so he should be able to take quite a few hits here, but...
Oh no, maybe not.
No, if that body shot hurts. But
I was gonna take an E-tank.
Don't blame him at all.
I don't blame him for that either.
Oh, those tornadoes just getting in the way. Buster not doing good damage on Airman. I don't think anybody figured out what the weakness was. Crabcake's just using the Buster on Pico Pico Kun.
On the Pico blocks. Yep.
We can't guarantee that they would be weak to the Metal Blade here, which of course is the optimal weapon for this because of its directional. Vet just has begun Wily 1. Crabcake's heading into Wily 3.
Can I just take one of those?
Oh, thank you.
I'll get you some more.
Okay.
This is the shortest of all the Wily stages. We got the Guts tank at the end. Iframes saving Crabcakes there. She just walked on a mine.
Looks like Crabcakes is also in a pool of blood. You know how the water is red?
Not realize we were playing Castlevania 4. Alright. Japanese version of it. Single shot on those frogs, that's good because their little tadpoles are basically immune. Alright, so what is old Gutsman going to be weak to today?
The Buster.
Yeah. Why change
Clean old
over?
Buster shot. Yep.
And it is time for Purple Heck. It won't be purple, we don't think. And this has probably the most evilly randomized thing in the entire randomizer. The invisible blocks over the spikes are randomized.
Oh yeah.
Who made
For
that call?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, big shout out to Duckfist, making sure to randomize as much as possible. Very awesome stuff. It is pretty rough if you get there, say, as a casual player, and you don't know what's going on. You're like, wait a minute, the floors are supposed to be here. But there are definitely ways around it. You can check the floors with Bubble, or you can just not even worry about it, go over with item 2 or item 1. So very awesome stuff, you know, putting that in as well. The more randomized stuff, the better, right?
Alright, so Crabcakes is in the, now what you call the anxiety rooms, if you remember from Crashman's stage.
It'll be interesting to see what enemies we're going to have here in the third anxiety room. It is...
Nothing.
Wow.
I don't believe that.
Can I get that when I play?
Am I
Wily,
dreaming or something?
Wily decided to let the enemies here have the day off.
Except the frog.
And he decided to double down on the final hallway with extra frog.
Yeah,
And
or
mold.
and mold. Oh boy.
This time,
Crab cake.
We already
sorry,
know
go
that
ahead.
these. No, don't worry about it, man. We already know that these walls are going to be weak to the leaf shield, but what are the boom beams themselves going to be weak to? It's definitely not metal blade or leaf shield.
Yeah, crab cake's definitely getting inside this room underneath 30 minutes is always a good thing because that
Air
means
shooter.
you're definitely on sub 35 pace in doing so, I believe. So very nice stuff, and she's out at 30 minutes and 24 seconds. To give a little bit of context, we'll see how when Vet makes it to this room. But however, I would say this is crab cake's race to lose. The only thing I can see going wrong and that would need this to happen, or perhaps take the game, would be if Crab Cakes happen to game over on the machine somehow, or during the refights, and have to do them all over again. That would give Bet the timing he needs to actually catch up. So don't call it a comeback. It's not over yet. We'll keep up with Bet.
And Crab Cake showing that leaf shield is weakness for multiple bosses in this particular set here. Heatman, same fight pretty much every time. 30, 60, 90. We don't know which. Crab Cake's just tearing through these bosses.
Through these refights. Oh, nice. He uses the flash stopper. Now switches over to metal blades.
Yeah, Metal Blade's significantly better than the Mega Buster there on Airman. And that is one big fan down.
One giant fan down.
One small step for fan, one giant step for fankind. Is that how it goes?
Oh my god, that was so close. Crab Cake, I don't know if it was iframes that saved her there or what, but she only had 2 pips of health left. And now
She has to be kind of careful in this fight too. Uh-oh. She's gonna have to use an E-tank.
I didn't realize she had 3. She keeps picking them up, but I don't know where she's getting them from.
Well, some are in the Wily Castle stage, so that's probably why.
Last refight, not going to be a challenge here. Flashman. Just not tough this time. Using the air shooter. I'll take that hit. You're going to give me a large health, but she does not take the large health. She is confident in her ability to take down the Wily machine.
Hoping that's weak to the Buster. It is. Well, I just said the magic word.
Need commentator's blessing. It can happen every now and then. She does have another energy tank. I'm not certain if she can take another hit. There we go. And it's just down to the alien.
Yep.
Yeah, I read. Oh, sorry.
Meanwhile, that finding out where the invisible floors are and saying, nope, there we go. Oh wait, I got item 2.
Yeah, definitely a good thing to have to get across that if you have the energy by the time you get here to this point of the race. Item 2, item 1 always good to get across those false floors, for sure.
Alright, the final showdown between Crab Cakes and the alien. And that is a blue and green alien. And it's weak to the crash bombs. How about that? And Crab Cakes is done with an SRL time of 34:29. I believe, am I right?
No sir. The SRL time is actually going to be 34 minutes and 32 seconds. Her
32
personal
seconds.
time is 34:28. Good stuff
Yeah.
for Crab Cakes winning game 1 here in her match of the Mega Man 2 Randomizer Tournament.
Oh no, Vet
Vet.
missed. Oh my goodness, I think he might say he's done here. So
Yeah, that's
GG's in the chat to Crab Cakes.
very nicely played. Very good and timely use of energy tanks to secure that victory. I think that may have been the key there, as she kept picking up energy tanks and used them at the appropriate times, and that was one of the differences there. That very good and strategic use of those E-tanks.
Yeah, I think what Vet was trying to do was use the menu while he was on the screen there, as Squidman shouts out in chat. So shout outs to Squid, another one of our tournament ads. Very awesome stuff to Crab Cakes and Vet nonetheless. Yeah, unfortunately, he's going to take the forfeit on this seed to go ahead and move on to the next one. Awesome stuff to both runners. Yeah, we'll go ahead and get set up for race 2 coming up soon, so stay tuned.
Folks, while we get set up for this next race, we'd like to thank you for watching here on Speed Gaming 4. Remind you to give these runners a follow if you're enjoying what they're doing, because they are putting in hard work for your entertainment, and they deserve your follow and your eyeballs. And for more Speed Gaming and racing needs, follow all the Speed Gaming channels here on Twitch. Lots of action coming your way daily on all of the Speed Gaming family of channels. Thank you so much for your support. And we will be back with Game 2 of this match between Crab Cakes and iraqvet very shortly. Are just about to get started here in Game 2. Our match between Crab Cakes and iraqvet. Crab Cakes took Game 1 here in, I'm not gonna say convincing fashion, but it was a pretty good victory there for Crab Cakes. It is time